I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be talking about the Titan chains, snow tire chains with assisted tensioning on our 2023 Nissan Murano. Now we're going to have this on our front axle, as what the manual recommends, and our tire size is going to be 235/65 R18. This is going to be a great option for you if you're driving through a lot of moderate snow conditions or light ice conditions, and you need something that's going to be a lot easier to get on your tires, especially if you don't want to get on the ground. So let's take a closer look at these specs. These chains are going to be constructed from nickel alloy, so they're going to be very durable and rust resistant, so they're going to last you a long time. They're also going to have these square link design to them. That's going to give you that extra bite through ice and snow, and they're also going to maintain this low profile. That low profile is going to give you more of a smooth ride, and they're going to be S-Class compatible. Being S-Class just means they're going to give you plenty of room to get underneath your suspension back here. Along with that, we're going to have this diamond pattern to them. So that diamond pattern is also going to assist with your smooth ride, but also help you make those turns, giving more traction then too. And in the center, we're going to have these powder coated links. So that's going to do two things for you. They're going to be a lot easier to grab when it's cold out, and they're going to be less likely to scratch up your rim. And at the bottom here, we're going to have this assisted tensioning system, and that's going to connect here at the center using this rubber piece connected to this metal hook. They're going to come two to a set in this bag, and I actually like this bag a lot. It has this padding to it, so if it's banging around anywhere, it's not going to scratch up anything, but it's also going to keep your chains safe. And what I really like about it is the way it holds your chains. So each chain is going to has its own pocket, and it's not a mess trying to get in and out of here too. If you need a little bit of help getting them on, just stay tuned and we'll show you how to do it. To start off the installation, I just recommend grabbing some gloves to make this a lot easier, and laying out your chains. Now when you're doing this for the first time, I recommend doing this at home because you don't want to have to figure this out on the side of the road in the middle of a blizzard. But once you check over your chains, the things you're going to be looking for, if there's any damages to your links, and if anything is twisted up. You also want to make sure this is in the right orientation. So we want to make sure these hooks are facing towards the ground because we don't want them making contact with our tire. And then we want this gray cord on the back to be closest to the tire. Once all that looks good, we can start putting it on. You're just going to make sure each side is divided. And when it is, you're going to grab your chains and push them behind your tire. Once it's behind, you can grab from either side and make sure everything looks even and nothing's tangled up. And if that looks good, we're just going to grab either side on this gray cord and lift up behind our tire and make this back connection. And that's going to be this channel making contact with that metal block. And it's going to look like that. And once that's done, maintain control of your chains, drop that behind your tire, and then drape over the rest of it. Once you're at this stage, we can grab this green hook and this yellow link and link them up like so. And we don't want this sitting so low, so we're going to have to resituate this, making sure this is sitting up a little bit higher than your rim and it's even on both sides. And then we're going to come down to the bottom, grabbing this gray links and putting them through this red channel. We're going to apply pressure and tighten this up, and then we're going to put this rubber hook through each one of these red eyelets. And you're going to pull down and make sure each one of these are tight too. And after, when you get through the last one, you're going to go to the furthest point you can. And if you notice, we still got a little bit of slack. So what I like to do is go back around like this, around some of our yellow links, tighten it down again, and then go to the furthest point. And you need to make sure that this metal hook is facing away from your rim so it doesn't damage it at all. And after when you have this chain installed, just give it a good tug test, make sure everything's feeling pretty tight. And if it is, you're going to repeat that same process on the other side. And then after that, either just pull forward or back up some to make sure everything's still looking good. And if it is, then you can take it out for a ride. But if you liked everything you saw today, that was just a look at the installation and some of the features of the Titan chains, snow tire chains on our 2023 Nissan Murano.